Hey everybody, you're watching Cadroll Hunter. Are you thinking of doing a little bit of holiday coin shopping this season? Maybe picking up something for the collection or perhaps some gifts for the grandkids? Are you thinking about eBay? Well, you might want to think again. This website is chock full of coin scams and we're going to look at a few today. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's James and you're watching my channel Cadroll Hunter. Thank you so much for watching. If you're like me, you've probably come to realize that shopping online is ubiquitous and it's become easier than ever to do. And that goes for anything you might want to buy, electronics, clothing, whatever, including numismatic supplies, coins, all that sort of stuff. There's lots of information online and there are lots of places where you can purchase coins. And I wanted to talk a little bit about eBay because I was on eBay looking at some things. And if you were ever thinking about using eBay to buy coins, I have two words for you: buyer beware. This site is chock full of coin scams. Listings on here that have way inflated values, outright lies in the descriptions, and you want to be incredibly careful. I pulled up eBay here. And here is a search, Canada 1 cent. If you're looking for a penny for your collection, there are tons and tons of listings. It's overwhelming, really. And some of these prices are incredible. I want to look at a few listings that I found in the last couple of days that should give you pause if you're looking to use eBay. And we'll talk a little bit about how to make sure that if you're going to use a site like eBay, that you make a safe and well-priced purchase. So I want to pull this listing up because I saw this one yesterday. This is the 1947 no dot Canadian nickel. Now, if you've never heard of that, you're not alone. There's no such thing as the no dot Canadian nickel. There are three 1947 nickels, of course. There's the 1947. That's what's pictured here. This is just a normal 1947. There is the 1947 maple leaf. That was minted in 1948. And then there was the 1947 dot, a bit of an anomaly, and it actually had a dot by the base of the 7, and it's actually a rare variety that's somewhat valuable that you want to look for. But this no dot Canadian nickel, what are they talking about? So we're going to go down here to read the description. In 1947, a tiny dot was added below the date on some Canadian nickels, indicating a change in the coin's design. We'll come back to that. However, due to some minting errors, a few 1947 nickels were mistakenly produced without the dot or the maple leaf. This is completely untrue. There were actually over 7 million 1947 nickels that were minted without the dot. There were only a small number, and I don't know how many, that were minted with the dot. That's the 1947 dot. And that one is worth money. If we want to pull up the latest Charlton catalog, I can see that a 1947 dot in a VF20 is actually worth $50. But this listing here isn't asking $50, and they're not selling a 1947 dot. They're selling a 1947 that shows in the catalog as being a 75-cent coin, and that's just crazy. Who in their mind would want to purchase this coin? Well, this seller is banking on the fact that, well, they're using pure deception. So they're either looking for somebody who doesn't know anything about coins, but why would they be looking to purchase a $1,000 coin anyway? Or someone who reads this wrong or is uninformed, and they're outright lying about what this coin is and how rare it is. Not only that, you're going to have to pay $20 in shipping just for the privilege of owning a common nickel that you could find coin roll hunting and pay 5 cents for it. A couple things to look for is that this seller has 100% positive feedback, but only has one review. They probably put that review up themselves. I wouldn't trust this at all. We're going to look at a few others here. So here is a search for Canada 1 cent, and this might be a common search. Let's just look at this first one here. 1929 Canada 1 cent penny. Now this is an old penny. It's almost 100 years old. It's a design most people aren't familiar with. It's a King George V. Low 9, excellent condition circulated coin. Let's just click into this and see what we're dealing with here. So they want $400 for this. We'll look at the pictures, and this is an average circulated coin. This is in a VG or an F perhaps. Not a bad looking coin for 1929. The reverse actually looks particularly good. They've got it in a capsule. But is this a $400 coin? Absolutely not. First of all, it is a low 9, and that is the common variety of 1929 coin. There is a less common variety, the high 9, that's not this one. And the high 9 variety lists in the Charlton catalog in a VG, close to what this is, for $20. So even if this was the high 9, the sought after 1929 variety, it would still only be a $20 coin. Well, at least they're giving you free shipping on this though, so you're not going to be out of pocket too much. But there's more on this one I want to show you. And this is a surefire sign that there's something up. You got to read the description here. Delve into the rich tapestry of Canadian history with this 1929 Canada 1-cent penny, a piece of the past. This circulated coin has a tangible connection to an era gone by. The coin has not been graded, preserving its raw and authentic charm, while its fineness stands at a notable 0.915, reflecting its historical value and craftsmanship. Crafted in Canada, the small cent represents a low mintage year, making it a noteworthy find for collectors and enthusiasts alike. The coin's color is a classic BN, which means brown, providing a traditional aesthetic that many find appealing. With its KM number 28, it confirms its authenticity and adds to its collectible appeal. Man, there's a lot going on in that description. So, first of all, if you read a listing that talks about the rich tapestry and the tangible connection to bygone eras, they're so full of crap, it's just not even funny. First of all, this is not a low mintage year. The 1929 is the third highest mintage for a King George V penny, so that's one thing. This comment about its fineness, this is a bronze coin. This isn't silver, this isn't gold. They're saying it's a 0.915, which is not even true. It's actually 0.955 copper. It's 0.03010, 0.015 zinc. But nobody talks about the fineness of copper coins. We would consider this to be just a copper coin or a bronze coin. So that's not even real. Where did they get that? I have no idea. It's a brown, classic brown. Anyway, this is just a total bunch of BS, this listing here. The person who is selling this coin is trying to trick you into thinking this is a valuable coin. If we wanted to buy a 1929 cent, well, here's one that's $89. Might not well be worth it. We'll check it out. We'll see. Again, this is another seller vintage vibe. I'm going to say that this is not a good price, but here's one here, 1929 Canada penny, 1 cent, average circulated, $2.55, free shipping. There you go. That's probably a more appropriate price. This is an honest seller likely. So always compare the price of the listing you're looking at with other listings. This one here, they're factoring in the cost of shipping. So if you're paying like $1 for this coin and $1.55 or whatever for shipping, that probably makes sense. Here's another one right here. Rare Canada 1947 1 cent, Canadian penny, 70 plus years old, die chip. They've used a lot of asterisks here to get your attention. They really want you to look at this coin, and they're asking $493.52, or best offer. Let's just take a look and see what's going on with this one here. So it is saying die chip. Let's read the description. All Canadian 1 cent coins were discontinued and recalled. Most of them are now melted back to their original metals. Well, that may or may not be true. Lots have been, but there are millions and millions and millions out there. Now check this out. Die crack on the V of VI. Well, let's see if they have any pictures of that. And a die crack might not make this coin any more valuable. It actually looks to have a bunch of damage here. That doesn't look to me to be a clipped planchet or anything. It just looks like some damage. But let's take a peek. Oh, here's a close-up. Could this be what they're talking about? This is not a die chip. It's not a die crack. This is just pure damage. Something has hit the coin and pushed the metal, displaced it over to the side. So this isn't an error coin. This isn't anything uncommon. This is a damaged coin that is probably worth a few cents. We'll check the Charlton catalog to see what this one would list at here. VF20, a 25-cent coin. And this coin might not get a VF20 because it's in terrible condition and it is damaged. If we even look a little more closely, it's just, yeah, it's got some damage here. If that was a clipped planchet, it might be worth a bit of a premium, but not $493.52. We'll do one more search. We're going to look up rare Canadian coin. This is where we might find some scams here. Oh, well, look at this. Canadian Memorial 1 cent piece, Queen Elizabeth Marked of rare, $500. Let's see. Okay, well, it looks like a 1967. Lots of pictures. It's brown. It is circulated. It's not in terrible condition. They want $500, and here is another eBay seller with zero feedback and zero sales. So the description, beautiful coin. Again, they are preying on the uninformed. Question for you. Does this even work? Is anybody actually buying these coins? Somebody's going to the trouble of posting these listings. So they must be hoping or expecting that somebody's going to purchase coins like this, but doesn't seem likely. And this is not the only one. Look at this. Uncleaned seagull. Well, it's not a seagull. $1,012. Here's another one. It's in better condition. $300. Rare Canadian penny. This is not a rare Canadian penny. The 1967 Rock Dove commemorative penny was minted at $345 million. There are tons of them out there. And not only that, there are tons of them out there in excellent condition, in true uncirculated condition, because people held on to these because they were different and special at the time. That's why the catalog price of an MS63 Red is only 75 cents. So there you go. Now, eBay isn't all bad, and I should really say that. I have purchased a bunch of things off of eBay, and you can find reputable dealers, but you need to be careful. Okay, this is my top 10 list to ensure that you stay safe shopping this holiday season or at any time, particularly if you're going to buy coins or other collectibles. Number 1, research the seller. Check the seller's feedback rating and read reviews from other buyers. Look for sellers with high ratings and positive feedback, and lots of feedback too. Make sure they've had a number of reviews. Don't trust a seller with a single review. That's important. Number 2, verify the coin's authenticity. Be cautious of deals that seem too good to be true. Research a coin's market value and compare it with the listing price. Look for detailed descriptions and clear photos of the coin. Vet the information from other sources like the Charlton catalog, the Coins in Canada website, the Numista website, to find out if the thing that you're looking for is actually rare or valuable, or the price seems to line up with what you're seeing from other sources. Another thing you can do is check the sold listings on eBay. So if I want to do that, I'm going to look for a 1929 cent, let's say 1929 Canada 1 cent. I'm going to see a whole bunch of listings, including some that are 489, 129. What you can do on the left-hand side is look for, if I scroll all the way down to the bottom, sold items. So you can see what 1929 cents actually sold for. Here's one that sold for 1 cent plus $1.99 shipping, right? Here's one that sold for $5.71. So if you do that, you're going to wonder why on earth you would want to pay $400 or $500 for that coin. Number 3, ask questions. If you have any doubts, contact the seller with questions about the coin's condition, history, and authenticity. A reputable seller should be willing to provide additional information. Number 4, check return policies. Ensure the seller has a clear return policy. This can protect you if the coin is not as described or if you have any issues with your purchase. Number 5, use secure payment methods. Pay through eBay's secure payment system such as PayPal. Avoid direct bank transfers or other payment methods that offer less protection. If the seller reaches out to you and says, oh, can you send an email money transfer? Don't do it. You have some protection if you pay via PayPal. 6, be wary of private offers. If a seller contacts you outside of eBay with a private offer, be very cautious. This can be a red flag for a scam. 7. Look for certification. Coins that come with certification from reputable grading services like ICCS, PCGS, NGC are generally safer buys. Certification can help verify the coin's authenticity and grade. If you're going to buy something that is of high value and in a high grade, I would suggest going with a coin that has been graded, particularly in high grades. And if those grading companies have an online lookup where you can actually see pictures of that very graded coin based on a serial number, do it. There are lots of scams going on around too with people selling coins in fake holders. So you want to be aware of that. 8. Read the listing carefully. Pay attention to the listing details, including the coin's condition, shipping costs, and any disclaimers. Make sure you understand exactly what you are buying. 9. Avoid suspicious listings. Be cautious of listings with stock photos, vague descriptions, or unusually low prices. These can be signs of a scam. So not just high prices, you want to look out for low prices too. Number 10, trust your instincts. If something feels off about a listing or a seller, trust your gut and consider looking elsewhere. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video and you found it to be educational, informative, perhaps a little bit entertaining. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, Cateroll Hunter, please click that button and subscribe so you can be made aware of when my new videos come out. I have new videos coming out all the time. Coin collections, coin roll hunting, all sorts of things. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again next time. The sponsors of today's video are Lighthouse Canada and the Charlton Press. Lighthouse Canada is the leading supplier of high-quality numismatic supplies in Canada, and the Charlton Press is the leading publisher of coin and paper money catalogs and price guides for Canadian collectors. Go check out their online stores today and use the exclusive discount code CRH20 for 20% off all your purchases.